Okay, as you see, we have the head off with copper head gaskets, which Harley did not use. So this top end has been opened. We'll see what bore it is or not once we pull the barrels. But at any rate, it's been opened, the head gasket's replaced. Not that big a surprise on that end. So we'll see what bore it is, like I said. Now, I had to shut the camera off. Generally, once you have all the head belts loose, all you got to do is spin the motor and your head gaskets go poof. So these were semi-blown and they freeze. You follow? They freeze. And so what I had to do was very carefully, there's a certain way you can do this or not, and I had no videographer here, so I couldn't put it on camera. Very gently tap the heads without breaking anything to get it to pop loose. So we got them out. As you see, the head pipe fell off, and I was able to pull the generator strap up, get the generator out. Imagine that. Can't pull the generator strap up, can't get the generator out. Condescending clusterfuck. So the heads are off, makes it easier to get the motor out. Now when you pull this rear head up, it doesn't come up and out. You have to pull it and twist it this way to the left, and then you can get the rear head out. Follow that? They're real tight in there. There's just enough room to do it. So they actually specifically measured when they put this stuff together and made it work. Just barely does it work. I stress the barely part, but it does work. You can do it. So without this oil pump off, I don't think I can get this out. It's stuck here on the bottom of the oil pump, so we will lift the motor and pull this S-pipe out. Generally the motor's a little loose to put your S-pipe in. So we can't do that without pulling that generator very easily. Can be done, but it's coming out anyhow, so we just did it this way. And if you remember the videos, I had the base plate off, so obviously I had the front motor mounts loose to check the belly numbers of this bike. So like I said, it's got to come apart anyhow, so we just did it this way. So that's that. That is the update on the 38. I wanted to at least get the motor out here, and I ideally like to have this front end off sometime this week, so it's a bare frame more or less, and I can begin, after Dixon will begin the resurrection of this beautiful bike. Got to clean the frame. It appears, see, this is just loose here. There's no double fiber tape here holding that. No, that could have been the way it was done, but this has been replaced here. All the original fasteners in 38 were actually a wire that was soldered. This has been replaced. The brake was done post-war at some time, it appears, or somebody used the right fastener at some point. We'll never know. So, the bike has, it's lived a life, but this is not the right tape. So this has been apart one time. So this has been apart. We'll take this off, we'll mark everything, we'll pull all this off, because somebody has sprayed this black. This has been painted over. I assume by the same guy who painted over everything else to blend it in. So we're going to take care of that, even though you can't see it, just because it's all about the details. So, obviously these bars have been off and painted. They were chrome at one time. So I get this clean. I assume somebody has painted these. I could be wrong. We'll find out. We're going to pull the races off, clean it, see what we got. Original paint looks very different than just a spray can blended in paint job. Once it's clean, we can see what we have, and then we'll make a decision what we do with that paint. So that's that. There's the update. These are the busted fins that somebody did at some point. So Jay says he can put these back on, and we'll never see that they were ever done. I we'll most likely take him up on his word and have him do that. We want to put it back to rights. So whether it was just painted in here or the whole thing, I don't know yet. That will determine whether I have him fix this. If the whole thing was done, well, Knuckle top ends, the paint doesn't last. It just doesn't last. So we'll find out once I get it clean and make a decision. Now these had paper shims. You can see the remainders of the paper shim here for the gasket surface, right? And that's where we're at on this motorcycle. So once I pull the motor out, I'm basically not going to touch it. I'm just going to leave it. I want to get this chassis done. I want to get the transmission done. Whole ass end back on. Whole front end back on. This is all done. You follow? And then I'm going to deal with the motor. And once the motor's done, then we'll deal with what I got to deal with the petcocks and all that, and we'll complete the bike. So this is a process. Step of elimination. But you'll get to see these little videos like this, what we're doing. Till next time.